so like even with the new Supreme Court decision, where finally LGBTQ plus workers' rights are protected in this country. Finally, again, I say finally. Um, I, as much as I celebrate that, at the same time, it's still it's still a burden on my heart knowing that we still have so much more to do and such a long way to go when it comes to race issues, when it comes specifically to trans issues, when it comes specifically to immigrant issues. It's like all these things, on the one hand, I'm celebrating it like many others. And on the other hand, it's like, so that's great. At the same time, what else can I do for all these other issues that also affect me and the ones I love and the people in my communities? But the two big ones that strike, that come up for me are marriage equality, because that to me is very important because I was finally able to marry my husband back in 2014. But we've been together next year 23 years. And it was only back in 2014 that we could get legally married. So as long as that took, we recognize and we applaud and we celebrate the process that it took to get there and the fact that we have it. And don't ask, don't tell. Once that was finally struck down, I was extremely happy about that because I had many friends who served in the military, served closeted, and that was a big issue for them, and now they're able to celebrate as out military service members. I remember when I joined Kingsborough in 2006 that I was told, not to even apply for the position. Why do you even want to try to become a faculty member at Kingsborough? Because Kingsborough has a history of homophobia and xenophobia and racism on campus. And one of the things I had to reconcile within myself was, do I want to go somewhere and have to fight for my right to be me? I went through the application process. People saw that my CV was full of, a lot of, LGBTQ plus research. And they still felt that I was worthy of having a position there. And I'm very glad for that, because I knew that once I became a professor at Kingsborough, that I would have to be part of the change. Since then, I've been noticing the campus, especially the faculty and the staff, becoming more and more racially diverse, as well as diverse regarding sexual orientation, gender expression, to the point where I start to see myself more and more reflected. I mean, over 13 years, it's been incredible to see what a positive change we've made. And lastly, with the appointment of President Schrader, who has really been very, very forthcoming in allowing the faculty to express themselves the way they need to express themselves in order to foster change. That has been very, very important. Having conversations about not just LGBTQ plus issues, but also about race and ethnicity issues, immigrant status issues, and other things that really impact the work that we do and who we are. And I feel like the more that we have those conversations, the better off we will be to become a safer, more inclusive, and more comfortable campus. I remember one discussion board where I asked students to talk about what are the most important health issues that they feel exist in the world today, and without any prompting, 3 students started talking about health disparities in LGBTQ plus communities without prompting. And to me, that was like a first, because it told me that these students, as we say, these students are woke. Point in my life, I would not identify as queer as I do now. Um, because I felt like the word was very stigmatizing, like the N word, uh, like the F word. It's like those things were just words I could not accept. For the word queer, when it was reclaimed, and young people taught me about how it was reclaimed and why they're using it. It taught me a lot about, why not identify as queer? Because the fact is, I'm more than just a Black, Latino, gay man. There are queer aspects to me anyway. I think it's important we have more and more of those conversations so that people can understand that, when you try to bring us down, it's just going to make us stronger. We can learn a lot from our students. Um, like I tell people all the time, we wouldn't be a college, we wouldn't be a professors without our students. So what's the point? We need them. Dr. Hossein Anin, I'm a professor of community health as well as the coordinator of community health workforce initiatives, the very first one at Kingsborough. And I live in Manhattan.